vamos a ver un video que me llama mucho la atención, que se llama Notebook de Nickelodeon, weón. Nickelodeon tuvo un notebook. La wea loca. ¿Alguna vez han tenido esos notebooks de como de compañía, así como notebook de Play, de no sé, pues de Hello Kitty, de Spider-Man? Yo cuando era chico tenía un compañero de curso que era como se llamaba Carlos. Y mi compañero Carlos él siempre presumía, porque con su papá trabajaba en el aerolínea, no sé cómo se dice. Él trabajaba como ayudante del weón que manejaba en aviones. Y el weón tenía plata. En su época 2003-2004, Carlos tenía su Game Boy Advance, tenía sus juegos de Pokémon, viajaba a Costa Rica de vacaciones con su familia, a veces iba a Estados Unidos. Y me acuerdo que una vez Carlos se trajo en el colegio un computador de Batman. Era de Batman, güey. Yo me acuerdo, era de Batman. Tenía el logo de Batman, tenía Batman. Batman del diseño de Bruce Timm. Era un computador, el sistema Windows XP en su momento. Y me acuerdo que la profe que yo tenía, que se llamaba la profe Margarita. La profe Margarita se llamaba. La profe Margarita lo retaba. Decía, ¿por qué traes esta cosa tan cara al colegio? No deberíais traer esto, porque te lo pueden robar. Y Carlos no le importaba. Carlos traía eso porque quería presumir. Pues era como el niño rico del curso, weón. Yo iba a un colegio pobre, más o menos. Pobre y evangélico. Imagínate la weá. Entonces, Carlos era como ese cabro. Como si habían visto Doraemon. Es como el Suneo. Me gustaba presumir sus lujosidades, pues, weón. Y me acuerdo yo que era un weón con plata, weón. A mí nunca fui amigo de él. Y bueno, yo creo que ahora debe ser empresario el Carlos. Claro, pues ahí después descubrí que habían varios computadores de varias franquicias. Había de Barbie, weón. Y me llamó mucho este video porque un computador de Nickelodeon, pues, weón. Nickelodeon tuvo un computador y así, no sé, weón. Vamos a cacharlo. El video está en 4, vamos a ponerlo en 1080, porque no. Y lo vamos a poner en subtitulado en español, porque creo que está solamente en español, sí.
So you want to know what Disney, Tim Hortons, and Nickelodeon have in common? They've all got their logos slapped on a laptop from 2009. And thanks to another late-night eBay purchase, and today's sponsor, Linode, I've got yet another one of these things to explore.
Computador. Esos son los netbook. ¿Cómo se llama? Netbook. Los computadores quedan chicos. Yo me acuerdo que mi mamá tuvo uno de esos. Bueno, estos eran antes de los tablets, po. Estos eran como los computadores pequeños. Era una mierda así, po. Eran malísimos. Ni siquiera podía correr bien el sistema operativo.
Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. So, you know, I thought we were done with this whole logo-slapped laptop saga that we've been doing for the past little while here on the channel. I've done videos on both the Disney NetPal and this absolutely awful Tim Hortons Windows CE piece of garbage thing. But no, we're not even close to being done, because we've got to take a look at the Dell Inspiron Mini Nickelodeon Edition. Yeah, that's right. Two companies whose names you probably would have never thought would be in the same sentence decided to collaborate to create this thing, a netbook geared towards people who like Nickelodeon. And appropriately, the box here has the Nickelodeon slime all over it, and that's because this is the slime green slash.
El slime era como ese líquido culeado que tenía Nickelodeon. ¿Han visto los comerciales cuando Nickelodeon mostraba como su especie de moco? Que hasta incluso los Nickelodeon Choice Awards, ¿cómo se llaman? Los Kids Choice Awards, cuando alguien ganaba un premio le tiraban esa especie de moco. Ahora que lo pienso, igual que asqueroso que Nickelodeon tire moco a la gente. Bueno, el logo de Nickelodeon fue en su momento un moco, po. Y según entiendo yo, el que era como un moco porque representaba lo que era un niño, po. El pegajoso, verde, naranjo, como...
And perhaps the only edition of this laptop. The press release that I found from Dell says that there were going to be SpongeBob and iCarly themed ones as well, but I can't find images of either of those anywhere on the web, so I don't know if they were just not purchased as often, or if they just decided to drop them and never make those versions. So if anybody happens to have an iCarly or SpongeBob themed Dell laptop, or netbook rather, feel free to leave a comment down below and let us know.
Aquí sale la especificación de Windows XP. No sé cuántos megas tiene, 16 gigas de RAM, 16 gigas de disco duro y 1 giga de RAM.
That would be much appreciated. But yeah, this is the slime green/white version. And the specifications, this is pretty much a modified Dell Inspiron 10V. It's got an Intel Atom running at 1.6 gigahertz, 1 gigabyte.
160 gigas perdón. 160 gigas de RAM.
Of memory.
De disco duro, conchito.
160 gigabyte hard drive. It's got wireless built in, all that good stuff. And it runs Windows XP Home Edition. And it does not include MS Word. So screw you if you don't have your own copy. Dell's not going to be providing that for you here. You've got McAfee Security Center. That is not on here though. It has been removed, though I'm not complaining. You've got Yville Educational Content, which is like an educational site for kids. You've got 1 year.
Está diciendo acá que en el computador venía el Windows XP versión Home. No venía incluido el Microsoft Word, tenías que comprarlo aparte. Y venía 15 meses de McAfee, el antivirus McAfee, que es una mierda ese antivirus culiao. Y Wildlife Education Content, ese debe ser un programa de educación de colegio, man. Supongo que estos computadores los vendían para colegios y la gente los regalaban en los colegios, se los daban a los alumnos. Por eso tiene ese como Wi-Fi. Bueno, tiene 1 giga de RAM, tiene 160 de disco duro. Igual la RAM, no sé de qué año es de qué año es este computador. Debe ser como del 2010, yo creo. En su momento debe haber sido un computador bien así, bueno, más o menos. Bueno, un computador potente del 2010 era de 4 de RAM y 500 GB de disco duro. Pero bueno, debe ser como gama media baja en el 2010, más o menos. Porque tenía Windows XP.
LoJack theft protection, which is, well, a theft protection and like location tracking thing if you lose your laptop or if it gets stolen. And you, of course, have a 1-year limited warranty. So let's go ahead and open this thing up and see what Dell and Nickelodeon has to offer. Now, one of the interesting things about this laptop is, unlike the Disney NetPal, where you've got the Disney logo front and center around on this thing, you just have the standard Dell logo on the lid of the laptop. And if we open this thing up, it really indicates that this is a special thing out onto the palm rest here. So yeah, design-wise, you would really like have to know that this is the Nickelodeon. Realize that, oh yeah, this is like a special edition laptop. But perhaps some people would prefer not to have another logo just slapped on the front of a laptop. But yeah, we do have some other things in here. Of course, we've got the AC adapter. So right here we've got the setup guide, which is for a Dell Mini 10V, a Dell Inspiron Mini 10V, which is again what this laptop is based around. And if we can do, you got this thing but Home Edition Service Pack 3. We have the operating system disk for Windows XP Home Edition Service Pack 3, which has actually never been used before. So either this is from another computer, or this is from another computer. And I think this is from another computer, because if we go right here, you see we have a Microsoft Windows 7 Getting Started guide. Your Dell computer is pre-configured with the Microsoft Windows 7 operating system. No, it's not. So my guess is both of these pieces of paper come from some other computer, and that Dell did not ship the Windows 7 recovery media with that system, so you had to make it yourself. You've got your drivers and utilities on this one, and this one contains the Nickelodeon.
¿Verdad que los computadores, los notebooks, yo tuve uno, po? Y me acuerdo que venía con el sistema operativo, el Windows 7, venía con los drivers y también venía con un programa que te hacía funcionar el lector. Y era una paja porque si tenías que reformatear el computador tenías que volver a conectar esos discos.
Nickelodeon software. You see it says for reinstalling Dell Inspiron Mini Nickelodeon Edition. We've also got that copy of Microsoft Works 9, which apparently hasn't been used either. We've got our warranty and support information and a piece of cardboard here on the bottom. So yeah, that's everything in the box. Let's go ahead and without any further ado, turn this thing on and explore what it has to offer. Alright, so we've got the computer booting up right now into its installation. There is a theme that replaces the regular Luna visual style, and it's actually done by using a piece of StarDock software called MyColors. StarDock I have mentioned time and time again on this channel. And they keep showing up, and for good reason, because they make a lot of really cool customization software. And over the years, they've partnered with various companies to create stuff like this. And Nickelodeon / Dell was apparently one or two of those companies. So we get a pop-up here from Outlook Express telling us about disk space, so we're not really going to bother with that. The previous owner did install some software that isn't normally on here. You know, we've got iTunes and QuickTime Player. There's another one of these like registry cleaning tools. We saw this on the Disney NetPal as well. I think it was one of those like driver cure programs. They're pretty much scareware, just like, hey, you got to fix these problems and pay us, and it's just like outdated drivers. It's nothing that you should pay for, but you know, they try to convince you that like your computer's going to crash if you don't update these drivers, and you have to pay us, and blah blah blah. Ends up
viene con algún juego de Nickelodeon. Mira qué bacán eso.
But if we go to the start menu here, check this out. Like, this is one of the coolest themes I've seen in a while. So the Nickelodeon slime just kind of oozes to the side of the start menu from the top. And it just looks really nice. But yeah, this is the visual style, and if we go into the My Colors program here, we can get a closer look at it. So you could just switch back to the regular XP desktop if you don't want it.
Esto dijo el loco que esto era como cuando tú instalabas el disco de los drivers, venía eso como algo. No es algo que venía, eso venía en el disco. Entonces tú podías poner el Windows XP normal, o puedes poner la versión de Nickelodeon.
Could even get more themes, and this will probably open up a Win Customize or a StarDock page. Yeah, we're not on the internet right now, so it's not going to be able to load anything. But yeah, so the Nickelodeon theme, I believe there are, or maybe there are not components. It's just all one thing. Yeah, you do have additional themes here under the More Themes tab. So you've got like an NBA one, and you've got a fun theme, and you can click I want this to download it. You got your settings here, you've got your exclusions. Okay, so that's actually pretty nice. So if you had certain applications you didn't want the theme to take effect on, apparently they've got Power DVD in here. We could just remove that because, you know, why not? Under wallpapers, we've got the various theme wallpapers. So there's 4 of them here. You've got Nickelodeon 1 through 4.
Yo supongo que alguien que yo tengo la idea porque siempre cuando tú trabajabas para una empresa siempre te daban cosas en la Navidad, como por ejemplo, cuando yo trabajé en la tele, me regalaban CDs de música del canal de la televisión. Pues yo trabajé en un canal de música, es muy famoso acá en Chile, que se llama VX. Yo me acuerdo que en la Navidad me regalaban CDs de música, porque esas las tenían como botar. Yo pienso que a la gente que trabajaba en Nickelodeon, en la Navidad, les regalaban esas cosas como estos notebooks, como los computadores, como merchandising de Nickelodeon. Igual debe ser bacán eso, igual. Trabajar en Nickelodeon y que te regalen eso en Navidad, weón. O que se lo regalen a tus hijos, weón. Mi mamá trabajó en Nickelodeon y me trajo este computador.
I did not actually see this when I was going through it off camera, so that's nice. So you've got this one here, which is the same as this one, just without the Nickelodeon logo at the top left here. And you've got these two, which are like designs that appear to be based around the newer Nickelodeon logo. And you got your help and about information here. So let's go ahead and apply maybe this wallpaper. I think that looks kind of cool. So there we go. It doesn't fit in as nicely with the theme, with it being the slime green color. It definitely looks nicer when you have one of these wallpapers applied. So maybe we'll just apply this one. Why not? But yeah, the theme takes effect on every window that you open up. So we can open up like Recycle Bin here. You see we've got new icons as well. So here's what Windows Explorer looks like. We can shrink this window a little bit. So the sidebar, you got that slime design going on. New icons here. Just overall looks very nice. I think they did a really nice job. We'll go ahead and here. If we go from 5 kids, and so you open it up here, it's basically just a glorified shortcut that'll take you to the website. We'll see if it actually loads up here. So we got all kinds of nonsense up here. We've got this ask toolbar, like, oh gosh, Just want to get rid of that. Goodbye.
Esa wea
but yeah,
siempre
so here it is. Oh, it's actually, wow, look at that. I didn't even realize that it takes you to this specialized landing page that is still up. That's pretty cool. So yeah, there's the laptop right there. Look, it's the Dell Mini Nickelodeon edition. So yeah, that's just kind of a thing that they threw in here. You can't really move it around. It's not like a widget per se, it's just like an animated shortcut that kind of reminds me of like how Active Desktop used to function, you know, where you could have little animated things that just had links tied to them, and then you could click on it and it would open up your web browser. So we could close out of that if we want to, and we'll just get out of this as well. But the desktop theme is not the only theme that we have. If we open up Windows Media Player, there is a custom player skin for this. If we go over here, you've got this Nickelodeon one, so we can apply that. And you see it has Chinese song loaded up here. There are a few user created things in the My Music folder. What's interesting is there's a downloads folder in here that just has a bunch of Dell drivers that for some reason got saved in the My Music folder.
Está diciendo que, para los que no sepan inglés, lo que está diciendo el loco que cuando se metió al navegador de Windows, tiene como una cuestión exclusiva de Nickelodeon, así como su ventana de Nickelodeon. Y ahora estaba viendo que cuando se metió en las carpetas de descarga, habían puros drivers de Dell.
Tunes, you've got your sample music, and yeah, some of these, like, I think these are actually videos. Yeah, so you see it's like something created in like Windows Movie Maker. And so it's somebody playing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. I will blur this out because you can see somebody's face on there because it is like an actual video. But if we go here to, I wonder if there are any visualizations. I don't know if there are any custom ones in here. I think these are all the default ones. Yeah, there's not like a Nick category or anything. That's kind of disappointing, but I mean, it's nice that they threw in all this stuff. It's definitely not as extensive as the Disney NetPal, because that's really it for like the custom programs. All the other stuff, like we had McAfee on here, again, it has been removed. We've got LoJack for laptops, which is up here under Absolute Software, so you could install that. You got a little bit of a trial, and that's it. Aside from the standard Dell stuff, you've got Dell Driver Manager, Dell support stuff, you've got the piece of webcam software. There is a webcam built in to here, which is nice, and we've got that copy of Microsoft Works right here. Windows Live is installed, and yeah, so really aside from the visual style, the Windows Media Player skin, and the Nickelodeon RSS reader, it's just kind of standard, you know, bloatware that you have installed with an OEM computer. And it does suck that we couldn't really take a look at what this
como que al final de todo el video era simplemente un computador Dell que solamente le pusieron como un fondo de pantalla de Nickelodeon. Y que todo era como un computador normal, pues.
¡Bob Esponja nos traicionó!
Era como decepcionante, sí,
this reader pulled from, because I guess the server is down. And hey, speaking of servers, if you've ever wanted to make a server of your own really for any purpose, why not check out today's video sponsor, Linode. If you're looking for a...
Ya, está dando sponsor. Así que es el computador de Nickelodeon, igual decepcionante, igual. Qué fome, yo pensé que iba a mostrar algo así como una especie de... no sé, que tenga cuestiones de Nickelodeon, películas, series dentro, que hubiera, no sé, algo interactivo, pero es un computador culeado con solo un skin de Nickelodeon. Fea también porque tiene esa weá del slime, weón. Yo esperaba algo más, del video, así como, oh, la weá bacana, así. Cuando yo vi el video, el título del video que salía el logo Nickelodeon, yo pensé que íbamos a encontrar, no sé, como algo bacán, algo de Nickelodeon, Padrinos Mágicos, Bob Esponja, pero quedé bastante decepcionado. Pero bueno, ¿qué opinan ustedes de eso? ¿Alguien tuvo aquí un computador así de marca? ¿O? Yo por lo menos no, porque tuve puro Toshiba y puros computadores de unos 500 megas de RAM, pero... escucho la caja en los comentarios. ¡Ah, pene de burro!
¡Tómate, presidente!